So bad. This is Eric, by the way. You can see his ribbon if you put his head back up. Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday. We're on Purple Cup now. So as you can see, we have completed a full spectrum, I guess. Eric, you are in my way, sir. Excuse me. Ooh, thank you. So yeah, next week we will be back to the red cup. So we did it. We did it, Joe. My tea is too hot to drink. I just poured it right before I sat down, and it's too hot. I can't drink it now. Damn. Okay, so hi everybody. Phoebe, I'm so glad that you posted this week. I know that you said you decided not to post the one from before because it had stuff in it you didn't want to post. Just because this is something that has come up before, like people have mentioned it before, like making a video and then forgetting to post it and then feeling like maybe they shouldn't bother to put it up because it was like out of date or whatever. I just would like to say that I at all times am pro posting old videos, even if they are out of date. Like I still want to see them. I don't care. So why are you here again, sir? You're so bad. So I did make notes. We'll see how that goes. As we have learned, it does not always go well. Oliver, I'm sorry, I also missed your play, but in my case, it was because I did not see your video until it was too late. Go, Kate. Well done. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. I hope it went really well. I would have liked to see it. I hope it was awesome because it sounded pretty cool. So I hope it all, went well. So Phoebe, let me actually look at my notes here. See what? Oh, congratulations on the vaccination situation. That is excellent. That is what I like to hear. I do not fall under our current, right now, eligibility. I think they're still vaccinating seniors at this point. The next phase that would be potentially relevant is medically vulnerable people, which is supposed to start fairly soon. I don't remember the exact date. But I don't count under the medically vulnerable requirements because you have to be both over 45 and on a very short list of very specific medical vulnerabilities. And I am neither of those things. So after that, general eligibility for all adults over 16 is supposed to open up on May 1st, currently. And so, I mean, I don't think there's any chance that I will be getting in, getting an appointment right away. I don't think that will be even remotely possible. I assume that all of the appointments will be booked up instantaneously, but that's when I will be eligible, probably. So not for a little while yet, but hopefully soon. I'm very, very glad about you getting your first vaccine. That is amazing. I'm glad your allergies are doing better, by the way. I also realized, after we talked about the honey and all of that kind of stuff, I realized that I had not told you what I do for my allergies because I can't take over-the-counter preparations or anything. Although I think probably the reason I didn't is because it's so sort of not it's not the same as just buying an over-the-counter pill, which is I make my own tinctures. Although you can buy commercial tinctures, but the strength would be different, so I wouldn't be able to help you with dosage. But hawthorn extract is for me. Like I said, I can't take over the counter commercial stuff anymore, like Claritin or any of those. I used to take loratadine, which is generic for something. I don't remember which one now. I don't think it's Claritin. Back when I could actually take OTC stuff, I took loratadine and also one of the nasal sprays, although I don't remember which one. And I found when I switched to the Hawthorne that it actually worked better for me. Not just because I wasn't allergic to it, but yeah, I don't know. You would have to like go to a health food store or something, like a vitamin store or something, probably. Or you could make your own. I suppose it's very easy. You just put it in a jar and pour some vodka on it. It works just fine. Also, dried nettles, stinging nettles, don't help me that much, but they apparently help other people, like nettle tea, which you have to make like a while before you drink it because it has to steep for a long time. What? What? Why are you so mouthy? Eric says I'm talking too much about weird stuff, so I guess I will move on. The next thing on my list is sending a box of cats to Poland. Very appropriate. Yeah, I know. I won't send you to Poland. It's okay. Honestly, the logistics are sometimes the only thing that stops me because they're terrible. They're terrible, terrible cats. I know. They're very loud and they're very obnoxious. It would be a really big and heavy box, though, for sure. Sometimes I think about it very, very carefully. Yeah, nano is a thing that's happening sooner than I had hoped. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you for kind of not being that into it. I'm kind of not that into it either, but like I think I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna at least like, you know, start off. We'll see what happens. I don't know. My thing with nano is that I never know ahead of time, you know, on any given day, how much energy I'm going to have, how much like my brain's going to function in a useful, coherent way. So it makes it really difficult to like, you know, do anything like that. That's like a sustained project where I have to be there every day doing the thing, or even if I can like maybe skip a day or two, but then have to catch up. And, you know, I mean, it's really difficult. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to start at least. We'll see how it goes. I don't think I'm probably going to do the challenge as written, the tarot challenge thing. I'm probably not going to do it as written because it's just too many cards, and they're all like every day there's like a massive spread, and it's just too much. But I'm going to do some kind of pared back, like smaller thing. I think that's my plan. It's been really fun. I've been like I read the tarot book and like I've been sort of like doing like small spreads every day to like just sort of get used to the cards. And it's been kind of fun. Like I didn't really know that much about tarot, and like I've kind of vaguely been interested in it over the years. I used to have a Rider-Waite-Smith deck, which is like the most famous deck. I don't know what you guys know about tarot, but like if you have seen a tarot deck, it's probably that one. And I used to have one a long time ago, and I just couldn't get interested in it. I don't know why. And you know, once or twice every decade, I would like break it out and sort of mess with it and go, no, not my thing, and put it away again. The tarot deck that I have now is Tarot de Marseille deck, which is older than the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. And this particular one is the CBD, the Converbund Dove deck, which is like, I don't know, you can't really see it. It's like it's a much older deck. It's like I'm trying to find a major for you to look at. So it's like There's the sun card. So you can sort of see the style. It's from this particular deck, the Converse deck, that this one is like a restoration of. It was made in 1670. Is that right? 1760? I don't know. My brain has stopped working today. 1760. There we go. It says on the side of the box. So say that doesn't sound right. 1760. So yeah. Anyway, so those are the cards I've been working with, and I like them much better than the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, which is just kind of like a weird personal thing, I guess. But I really like them. I really enjoy them, and I haven't been working with them very much. Like it's been very very recent. I'm not very good at it or anything, but it's been fun to mess with. I'm really enjoying it. And you talked about your journal and the volume titles, and it reminded me, I read like the first, I don't know, 2 or 3 volumes of Anais Nin's diaries like a long time ago. And there are a bunch of them. There's like, I don't know, 7 or 8, a lot. And I only read like the first, I think 2 or maybe 3, I can't remember. But anyway, there's one place where she talks about how she does that as well. She titles her volumes. So each volume has a different title, and she seems to choose the title at the beginning of the volume instead of like writing the whole volume and then choosing a title for it based on what's in it. And there's one place where she names a particular volume the Floating Words, and during this period of writing, not only did she feel that her writing took on a much more flowing, fluid quality, but also it happened that she went to live on a houseboat for like months or a year or something, a while, a significant period of time. And it was just something that happened during the period that she was writing in this journal called The Floating Words, that she hadn't planned out or anything. So I thought that was interesting, like predictive journal titling. You talked too about like having these sort of gaps in your journal. Sorry, I'm stuttering so much tonight. I don't know what my deal is. Anyway, I've probably said this before, but like one of the things that I read once, one of the books that I have about journal keeping, there was a whole section about like the author of the book said that she thinks that gaps in your journal are also really valid because they also say something about your life. Like they also talk about a period where you were very busy or very preoccupied, or yes, thank you, Eric, thank you for your input. Or you have something else going on that's preventing you from doing the communicating that you wish to do. Yeah, I'm talking smack about you on the internet. I know, I'm sorry. So anyway, gaps are also valid. Like, I mean, I have lots of them at this point. And I do not really enjoy that sort of catch up period where like you're trying to like remember what stuff you need to like mention that you didn't write about during the gap. I sometimes end up just kind of skipping over that, which then causes problems later because I've forgotten that I've skipped over it, and then I start trying to reference things that happened that I never mentioned anywhere in the journal, and it just becomes very difficult. But yeah, gaps are valid. It's fine. What else do I have in my notes? We were talking about the weeds in your flower bed. You can smother them out if that helps any. Like if you don't want to dig them up, you can just like take a pair of scissors or something and just like cut them off at ground level or close to ground level so they're kind of flat, and you can like smash them down a little bit, like step on them or something, just to make them kind of flat, and then put down like cardboard or like newspapers, or newspapers and cardboard. You have to put a whole bunch of layers. Like I think I once heard like 8 layers of newspaper. I would put more than that personally. But anyway, put several layers down and wet them down, and so that they, you know, kind of conform to the ground more, so it shuts out more light and air. And if you leave them like that for a while, it will smother out all of the weeds and stuff, and then you can plant whatever you want in there later on. Although if there are plants in there that you want to save, obviously don't put the stuff on top of them because it will smother them out too. The weeds won't bother the foundation of your house unless they're like, you know, trees. Like something with really big, gnarly roots will mess up the foundations of your house. Or like if you have a septic tank or something like that, trees will be a problem. But like just regular weeds won't. They won't do anything. We used to have a problem because we had a bunch of elm trees. We had 3 elm trees out in front and 2 in the back. And we don't have them anymore because they had Dutch elm disease or something and had to be cut down. But yeah, the roots of those were kind of an issue. In fact, we still have like holes in the yard now where once the trees were cut down, the leftover roots rotted and like then they collapsed. So now we have these like weird trenches and like holes, and it's nice. It's super. You know, people step in them. We have to like keep filling them in with stuff because they every time we fill them in, it settles and then there still is a trench. It's a problem. The exercise bike was the other thing. So yeah, that's very neat that you got an exercise bike. I would die if I had to ride an exercise bike. But when I was in college, I had to take like wasn't exactly a PE class. It was kind of like the fill-in for a PE class. It was called Wellness and Health. And it was like part practical PE type stuff and part classroom stuff. So like 2 days a week, we had to go into there was like this little tiny, like not even really a gym, just like a workout room. And then the other days we were in the classroom. And I don't think I ever rode the exercise bikes, but they used to make us do alternations between like the treadmills and the step machines. And I kind of enjoyed the treadmill. In a way, I enjoy the treadmill more than like walking outside, just because it's smoother and it's easier. And also, I don't enjoy being outside very much because it's cold all the time and there's sun, which is bad. You know, because I sunburn, like if I look at a picture of the sun. So yeah. I don't know. I had somewhere I was going with this. Now I've been distracted. My exercise when I can do it, which I can't always, but when I can exercise, I mostly do like yoga with Adrienne because I love her. She is great. But your exercise bike looks really amazing, and I'm glad that you are really enjoying it, because like that is the important thing, is that you enjoy the thing, because if you don't, you won't do it. So yeah, I mean, that's really good. I'm glad that you got one, and I'm glad that you like got something that you are enjoying doing. Because exercise is kind of hard and it's not like necessarily that much fun. So if you're going to, like, if you decide that you want to do some kind of exercise thing, it should be something that you can enjoy, because that way you can sustain it. Why do you keep yelling at me? I am trying to do a thing here. I've been talking for like 20 minutes, so I should probably stop. You're right. I'm sorry. So yeah. So I love you very much. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're having a good week. Eric says goodbye, and he loves you too. And don't forget to be awesome.